He tried to run in the store, I ain't showing remorse, he get shot in the belly. Face shot, no belly. Rapper, he think this shit funny. Okay, back both ways. Put through the photo, I'm yelling out. Like, he ain't going nowhere. I'm showing wherever he run. I'm a GB. How you love me? I'm up in the booth. Said I'm lying, like show me the proof. Get in my back.
Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV. And you already know if the topic is hot, we are on it. Kay Flock arrested for murder. Before I say what the news said and then give my 2 cents, let me just say, we recently did a video on this channel that had to do with YFN Lucci and had to do with a RICO case from the feds. And they put that RICO case together using a rap video and his lyrics. I don't know if these other rappers aren't paying attention. I've never seen a generation so self-snitching. I've never seen a generation so self-telling. Like, if they go off Kay Flock's demeanor from his videos and his lyrics in his videos, man, listen, that boy ain't coming home. And I see a lot of people on social media saying free him. And I hope he make it home in time to spend the holidays with his family and all that. And nobody is saying RIP to the victim. Did y'all know that the victim in this case is probably off of mistaken identity? Word is, they didn't even know each other. He thought this was the op. He thought this was somebody else. He ain't had nothing to do with his business. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So, right now, what the news is saying is that 18-year-old rapper is accused of shooting a man outside of a Harlem barbershop earlier this month. Kay Flock got a lot going for him right now. A lot. His videos got millions and millions of views on YouTube. His YouTube is acting up. He's making connections with the who's of who's and the what's of what's, the fresh young bloods like Lil TJ and them in the music industry. He had one foot in the door, man. He was getting to the bag. He was about to hit the millions, legitimately, and then threw it all away like this. Allegedly, because I seen the video of the person who they released on a police video saying this is who did the shooting, and you really can't see the person's face. The face is all covered up, but I'm guessing they got other surveillance videos showing him and knowing that that's him. Else they probably wouldn't have released this, and they probably wouldn't have went and scooped him up. So the Bronx rapper Kay Flock was arrested on murder charges on Thursday, December 23rd. The 18-year-old musician born Kevin Perez is accused of killing Oscar Hernandez, who's 24 years old, outside of a Harlem barbershop on December 16th. So it's alleged that he pulled the trigger on the 16th and then he was arrested on the 23rd. Couple of days later. According to the New York Daily News, Hernandez was sitting in a barbershop waiting to get a haircut when Kay Flock walked by, opened the barbershop door, and asked Hernandez, "The fuck is you looking at?" Hernandez got up, walked outside to confront Kay Flock, at which point Kay Flock pulled out a gun and shot Hernandez in the neck, and as he fell, he shot him in the back. Police believe that the shooting was gang-related because Hernandez was a member of the Bronx-based Third Side gang. However, the victim's family, who is Hernandez's family, is saying that they believe that this is a mistaken identity. He took him for someone else because the two did not even know each other. In other news, the drill rapper, as he is called, he signed to Columbia Records, and he recently put out the DOA tape, which debuted at number 3 on Billboard, Heatseeker's album chart. He was also featured on Lil TJ's Not in the Mood, which hit number 63 on the Billboard official Hot 100. So when I say to you that he was getting to it, I didn't even know he had a major record deal already. But he just got on. He just got on. Listen, I lived in New York for 7 years, man. 7 years. And I can tell you, I was like, yo, I can't raise my kids in this environment. Because all the boys on my block and all the blocks that were connected, east, west, north, and south, I'm talking about Crown Heights, New York, every one of them were like little gangsters. Even the ones who you thought, he's going to school, he's getting good grades, he's not outside with the trends and the fashions, he's not dapping up and throwing up hand signs, gang signs, whatever, he is not connected. When he come inside the barbershop to get his haircut, you find out all his business. And he connected, but he's just trying to keep a clean image from moms and pops, because mommy and daddy still on the block, thinking they got a hold and control of their child when they really don't, because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Looking at K-Flock and how young he is, 18 years old, that's a typical, he looks to me like a typical New Yorker who are in that age group, who is in the drill scene, who is in that type of a mindset, you know, gang, gang, gang. I got the pole on me, I up it, shoot him in the face type of person, type of mentality, type of thing, and glorify killing and glorifies gang life, get fast money, live rich, die young. Never think about the consequences of going to prison, actually. It's rough in those prisons. It's rough as hell in those prisons when you're lightweight, light-skinned, tiny-bodied, and you come in there with the gangster attitude. Because guess what? In there, it's all muscle and brawn, baby. And you're going to have to thug it out if you play in that. Now, you can't be thug life on the streets and then you drop behind them walls and suddenly you go into church. Suddenly you're in a debriefing. Suddenly you are in PC or protective custody. I don't know why these brothers feel like they gotta live what they rap about. Whatever happened to the storytellers? See, we destroyed ourselves when we did this to our music. When we started demanding as the audience that our entertainers, rappers, only live it, then they can talk about it. We took away the right for them to be storytellers. They come from that environment. They know the people. They know what go down behind them in them blocks. They know what happens. So you could talk about it without being it. And then you got a lot of other youths that listen to them and they really believe that they live in that life. So they start to imitate it in their own cities, in their own states, the influence. And then suddenly you have a whole generation of young men who want to be rappers, who want to be gangster rappers, drill rappers, whatever you want to call it. If you in that life, you in that life. If you're not in that life, don't try to jump in that life, glorify that life. There's a lot of people in that life that's trying to get out of that life. But there's also a lot of people coming from good homes that are trying to get into that life because they're chasing clout. It seems like a lot of these young people are ready to die for clout. But I'm here to tell you that it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. And anybody who did a long stretch behind them walls, them prison walls, can tell you that as the years go by, your friends fade away. Ain't nobody riding out no 25 years with you, man. If you 18 and you get 25 years, by the time your 18-year-old friend lives out 25 years, his whole life done changed. People done got married, had children, changed their mindset because they used you as an example. They didn't want to go down that road. The smart ones would anyways. Done went and got a career or opened a business. Just living a whole different life. And they not worried about you. They not coming to check on you. They forgetting to put money on your books. So you go to the commissary, you ain't got nothing. And you're wondering, how's your homeboy doing? How your brother's doing? How your friends doing on the outside? And they not even thinking about you. That girl that you used to call your bona fide and your heart, she with one of your homeboys that you grew up with. Why? Because when she heard that you got 25 years, she figured, oh, well, my life ain't on hold. His is. And I'm not about to live like mine is on hold. I'm about to get with who I want to get with and carry on with life. And I hope some of them hear this and remember this. I'm not too much for the lyrics that's in his music, K-Flock's music. I mean, it's drill music. It's a lot of gang stuff in there. It's a lot of shooting stuff in there. It's a lot of guns and stuff in there. I'm not really for that, right? I'll listen to it, and I'm not going to be the old head who's like, I don't want to hear what them young people saying. I'm not that kind of a person either, but I can say, though, that there's a market for it. And as long as there's a market for it, a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar market for it. Talking about the rap industry. If a man can go from poverty to wealth and get a chance to create generational wealth, right? With all this money that's coming in from legitimately just selling music, then I'm not the type of person to knock that hustle either. So if the crowd wants, shoot them up, then you give it to them. You sell them what they buying, and you collect your money, and you build your life, get your family up out of their situations to a better situation, secure some generational wealth, and live a good life. That's what it's supposed to be. Not going to prison for a murder that you could have avoided. The way they make it sound is like he picked this person out. You know how it is, man. Somebody check you in the hood. The fuck you looking at? That's a check. You're either going to have to answer back or swallow your pride, walk away, and live to fight another day. If they let you walk away. Shot him in the neck and the back. Damn. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Do you think he's going to be able to get out? Or do you think he is definitely getting hit with some time? I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. And if the topic is hot, we're on it. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.
I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway, I'm at the highway. It all started in that empty highway. Ask if I'm gon' ride, I say highway. In that highway, I'm in that highway right now. Gotta get this shit the highway. Empty hallways, posted by the light on them dark days. Ask me how long I'm gon' ride, I say always.